China denies that it will be made available for export. But I personally believe and have reason to believe that that's not in fact the truth. I think China will white label its digital yuan in the same way it white labeled, Huawei technology with its surveillance capability. And there are many societies, many closed societies around the world that will want to have a digital currency that they can use to surveil activities in their society. And
I mean that this won't change, especially as the digital euro will take some time, and there's a gap now, and somebody needs to fill the gap. So maybe they turn a blind eye and say like, okay, let them go till we have a digital euro, or it will be just an unknown situation where Tether won't be there in Europe because it's not MiCA compliant, and some others might be also gone.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly up. Guys, we know CME opens tonight. We know it's like clockwork. CME is going to move the market. And then once yields get to moving in the morning, it will move markets again. And then, of course, this week, guys, we're going to be on a roller coaster ride because we have Jerome in the house. And I'll get into that later. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are up on Friday, dollar up on Friday. We have volume and crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $395 billion. Make sure you're pulling that daily during the week. And now we have the Fed on stage this week. And we know Jerome Powell is not going to move. But then also we know based on his words, he's going to move the bond market. And he's going to do what he's been doing, saying data dependent. And then there's a chance they can cut rates in the future after the ECB in Canada has cut rates. And we know they're not at that 2% inflation goal. And the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer because remember, guys, we're in a fragmented world. They have to destroy this whole legacy market in order for China and the emerging markets to rise, and then also for the machine takeover, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. Make sure you watch the video I did last night, and I'll be posting a few shorts on the machine takeover. While the drums are beating, cyber attacks, the Birdman, all these events that are going on, technology is moving in. And due to sanctions and inflation, countries are moving away from the dollar. But it's all done on purpose for this fourth industrial revolution, the new digital economy. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale all down at close on Friday. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Binance reaches 200 million users with 100 billion in assets under custody. And that Binance movie is definitely not over. The end game will be eventually, in my opinion, a big bank is going to take over Binance. Now we have Arbitrum DAO votes to approve 215 million gaming ecosystem fund proposed by Arbitrum Foundation. And guys, if you're part of my premium stock Patreon account, you know why. Majority of the global economy is going to be centered around gaming. I posted a video on this subject in the stock premium account, so make sure you watch that. And then lastly, guys, we have CZ begins 4-month prison sentence in California. And wasn't the bank man moved to California? Remember when CZ put up that $4 billion fine, 4 months in prison? Guys, it's all a movie. You sit back, get your popcorn, let it play out. Your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. And never forget, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. Not because it's not there, because they reject it. And we have the knowledge right at our fingertips, but we stay distracted on things that don't matter. And you continue to fall for the devil's tricks. Remember, guys, this is biblical. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.